Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numero Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numero Beta for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Brooklyn, New York, are you ready? August 27th, King Simon will be there. Etoy Hairston will be there. Alison Nedra will be there. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there with special guests. Sister Kafunya Ife will be there. All happening at Nicholas Brooklyn Mini Workshop. Text now, call now to be there. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numero Beta. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numero Beta. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.
That's right. Make sure you book your sessions right now. Remember, I do have a long waiting list. But if you're patient, guess what? We will help you out with your patience, all right? We need people to be patient with the king because the king is on swing, baby. You know what we're doing tonight. And of course, today we got these beautiful ladies, a generation of healing on their path to continuing generational healing work. We got this great mother and daughter team coming up. So make sure y'all log in and share this. And the topic for today, I want to remind everybody the importance of generational healing work and wealth building. Because if you don't learn to heal amongst you and your daughters or your sons and your children, you ain't going to build the wealth like you're supposed to, because everybody be scattered and all over the place. Because we're going to be talking about that at 11:11. It is now 10:58 in the East Coast area. All right. But coming up tonight, also, we have psychic counselor, clairaudience practitioner, and more. Athenia Powell, the daughter of the late, great Dr. Moses Powell, will be on with us tonight. Doubleheader, of course, this morning and tonight. And then on Thursday, July the 14th, myself and Dina Divine will be speaking on IG at King Simon Productions and Dina Divine 369. I forgot to put that 369 in the back of Dina Divine, but I will add it later. But it's Dina Divine 369 at IG. Do we really know what happiness is? We're going to speak about it from a metaphysical perspective, a historic perspective, from our own perspective. So make sure y'all tune into that on IG. Make sure y'all log into IG at King Simon Productions and Dina Divine 369. That's her IG. Also, don't forget, we got another double header coming up on Sunday, July the 17th with Akaya Ma'at. And she's going to be speaking about high frequency living, bad coach, and also natural hair care that she's been doing for many years on July the 17th at 11:11 a.m. And then that evening we have Maria Antoinette. Woo, this beautiful harpist. She be dropping all the harp energy. And we're going to be discussing the many levels of my harp and the spiritual journey of music, and how the harp is also an ancient instrument that goes back, according to history, about 15,000 years the harp has been around. So we're going to talk about that ancient instrument also from her point of view. And don't forget, if you are in Brooklyn, New York, make sure you check out my two brothers, the one, the only Victor Bowman and KT, the Arch Degree, will be in Brooklyn on July 24th. I might be passing through with Mr. G is going to be the guest host. So big up to Mr. G, who will be filming, and I'll probably get on stage and have a good time. That's going to be at the big Brooklyn Masonic Temple at 317 Claremont Avenue. Remember, cash only, $60 at the door. So make sure you go to the ATM before you come there, all right? And if you're in Georgia and you want to train some great martial arts and get that discipline, get that strength, get wisdom on how to use your arts, check out Siju Abdul Mutakabir and his beautiful wife, Dr. Odette Russell. All right, they're going to be there. And if you want to contact them right here in Georgia, give them a call at 678-425-5942. That's 678-425-5942, and tell them that King Simon sent you. They are approximately 36 minutes from Atlanta, so that's a good little $30 to $40 ride. I'm telling you, 30 by Uber and Lyft is $30 or $40. All right, so make sure you check out my brother Abdul Mutakabir. I used to work for his company Swarm too. They had a security company back in Queens, New York, back in the day. So I used to work for that company, just like I worked for X-Men Security back in the day. So we did what we had to do to keep things moving. Also, don't forget, I will be in New York, family. Etoy, Lloyd Strayhorn, and Ellison Nedra is expected to be at the big Nicholas Brooklyn Cosmic 1910 mini workshop on Saturday, August the 27th from 6 to 9 p.m. So make sure you get your tickets early. Early bird tickets are only $44, and make sure you bring your pen and paper. $44 before the 18th of August, and more at the door. I think it's $55 at the door. So make sure y'all come on. And I think food is also included. Food is also included. I want to remind y'all that food is also included. And this will be one of my first events in the place called Georgia, in Stone Mountain, Georgia. We'll be doing, the deposit is already in, so we're going to be at 5380 Studios at East Mountain Street in Stone Mountain Village. That's right, Stone Mountain Village. $25 for early bird tickets right now. $25 for early bird tickets to see Baba Ashwa Kwesi, African history and the origin of masonry. And don't forget, we got my brother Red Pill speaking on Out of Chaos Comes Order. So make sure y'all tune. And vendors, if you want to hit me up for vending at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And we're only accepting 2 food vendors and about 9 to 10 vendors. So you better hit me up now and confirm that you coming and stop playing. All right, that's what we're doing in Georgia, baby. We're about to take Georgia by a whole new level, baby. We're doing it. And big up to my dear one of my teachers also in the arts of Sanukis, Mr. Sanukis man himself, Dr. Lumumba Hernandez, Supreme Grand Master. They're doing a big tribute to him for November the 5th at 1120 Washington Avenue, and it's gonna be big. So make sure y'all tune in and make sure y'all support Grandmaster Lumumba. Very good brother, man. Very good spirit, very good energy. Love Grandmaster Lumumba, man. And don't forget, we are coming to Fort Lauderdale, Florida for my 27th celebration and promotion and production Cosmic 19 alignment and enhancement workshop. And the enhancement is definitely the one, the only Billy Carson will be there. Ellison Nedra will be there. King Simon will be there. Dina Divine will be there. And the one, the only Joshua Sarah will be dropping his wisdom also on that big date. That's going to be December 3rd and December 4th. All right. And don't forget, if you want to get a nice tarot advisor and consultant, just contact Dina Divine 369. That's Dina Divine 369 at gmail.com. And she got some great rates and she got some great info. She also do facial readings too. She break down the lines and all the stuff on your face and give you that connection and what you're dealing with and how you're dealing with. So she could also include that if you want that. And big up to Ellison Nedra. Hit her up at 800-774-4554. That's 774-4554. Don't forget the 800. She does spiritual work, energy work, aura cleansing, and she is a spiritual consultant and reader. So she breaks down, she gives you spiritual baths, she got products, she got all of that. So hit her up at moderndaysage.com. That's moderndaysage.com. And Don't forget Teas and Things, teasandthings.com. That's teasandthings.com. Statement teas for vegans and much more, because there's going to be much more coming to that website. So it's Teas and Things. If you're down with Teas and Things, get connected with Teas and Things. And don't forget Lloyd Strayhorn, my brother Lloyd Strayhorn. Make sure you hit him up at lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. And make sure you take his classes, get his books, and do a session with the Baba, the ancient one himself, Lloyd Strayhorn. And also, if you want to take my introductory class, all you have to do to go is udemy.com. That's udemy.com. And that's all you have to do is search for numerovation. Once you go to udemy.com, go to the search engine and look for numerovation. I'm the only one doing numerovation, so nothing else going to come up but my classes, all right? My introductory class. And if you want the full course meal, 8 hours, raw, uncut, $333, 8 hours. We deal with PowerPoint. We deal with chalkboard teaching. I'm giving you books. All you have to do is text the word course to 347-496-1022. If you really want to learn this for yourself and apply it, text the word course to 347-496-1022, and that link will be yours just to study, and then apply. And make sure you get my books also. You can purchase all my books at Linktree/King Simon the Numerator. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerator. And if you want to do a session with me, remember I do have a long waiting list going into August and September. All you have to do is text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Let me turn this down because we all about this content disclaimer coming up next. Oh, I had to remix it. I was looking at it on this big screen TV and I said that red one was too much for the people's eyes. So let me break it down to this. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. And also disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Yeah, family. Let's get it in. Let's see what's happening here. All right, let's see what's happening here. I see something is going on with my computer now. Are they trying to play with me here? I don't know what's happening. I know I didn't turn it down, so let's make sure my applause button was just there. I don't know what happened to the applause button. But again, that disclaimer is very important. And let me see if the music still works. Okay, yes, music still works. Okay, let's see if my applause is working. Where my applause at? Okay. What's going on with the applause, baby? I gotta see my applause. I can't do this without my applause. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's going on here. YouTube is playing games today. YouTube is playing games with my applause button. But again, today's show, we're going to have a great shoe for you right today, right now. And of course, we got these beautiful people about to come in. But I'm trying to check for my applause. Did I press a button? Did I move something? What did I do? My applause. Let me cut it off and then cut it back on. And yes, let's cut it back on. And boom. Come on now. Stop playing. It's always something when you're trying to make things happen here. All right, let's see what's happening here. Let's see. Because the music is playing, but my applause button just cut out for some reason. I guess they don't want me to do any applause, but they don't know. I'm not new to this. They don't know the king ain't new to this. The king is true to this. And I know how to connect things real quick when it comes to my applause now, because I will go straight to YouTube on my phone with the applause button, and I don't care how anybody feel after that. The applause got to be in the building when it comes to me, baby, because I got to make sure we are applauding the beautiful people that's coming on. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's skip that. Let's keep that moving. Forgive me, family, but remember the show is coming up. And hold on one second. That's not what I wanted. There it is. That's what I was looking for. And let's get that on the popping. There's my applause button. I told you. That's what I told you. I don't care what they doing. I don't care what they're doing on any other channel, but King Simon gonna have his applause, and King Simon's gonna have his music too. Ah, silky, silky now. The time now is 10 minutes before the hour, family. 10 minutes after the hour, 10 minutes after the hour. And we're about to bring up somebody very momentarily, very give us a little bit. Got to bring myself up first, you know what I'm saying? And give myself a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Give myself a round of applause. Oh, you didn't have to. You don't have to. Oh, you don't have to applaud. I'm just saying. Yes, 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 yes. Got my applause. You know, now I got my applause. People are logging in. Now, before I bring on these ladies, it's going to be 11:11 in a few seconds here. Before I bring on these ladies, I do have some rules. Y'all know I got some rules now. Here's the rules. First rule of today. The first rule, please like, thumb up, and share this broadcast. Remember, sharing is caring. Let's give that a round of applause. The second rule for today. The second rule for today is respectfully, this is a troll free zone. So, all trolls, please take a stroll somewhere else. Let's give that a round of applause. We're not in the troll business. All right, now these beautiful ladies that I'm about to bring on, y'all have been seeing the flyers floating around, and this was the flyer that was initially out first, and then of course the graphic artist superstar herself had to take my flyer and flip the script, and this is what came out, and it looking good, of course. You know, she's looking good because she's a graphic artist, and I understand. I gotta let that. And don't forget, tonight we have this beautiful clairvoyant and clairaudience and psychic counselor coming in tonight, so make sure y'all tune into that. But right now, it's all about the mother and daughter team on their path to continuing generational healing work. Let's welcome right here for the first time on the virtual stage of King Simon Presents, the one, the only, the double Marie is in the building. Let's give him a round of applause. The one, the only Marie. Maria, Marie. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
Good,
Doing
good.
all right. They're good. They're good.
Oh, y'all sound like a singing group now. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, we're
Y'all got
blessed to be here.
give thanks.
Yeah,
Thank y'all very
thanks.
much for
Thanks
coming.
to
But
them too.
and both of y'all name are Marie Smith, so this is interesting to me. You know,
Yes.
very interesting. And before we do that, let's take care of some of the business. Make sure people know how to contact y'all and all that. First and foremost, family. The show topic is the importance of generational healing work and wealth building. It's all about making that money with the healing too. Stop playing. Don't be no woke and broke person. We ain't into all of that. Woke and broke. I ain't into woke and broken. All right. And first of all, we got the daughter is Marie Carmel, right? Carmel or Caramel? How
Yes.
you Carmel.
Caramel. Some people pronounce it as caramel. I don't even like.
I don't know how they do the caramel because there has to be something in between the R and the M for that
Right.
caramel. So Carmel.
Right.
And she's an artist, graphic artist, massage therapist, herbalist, and you can contact them both through Holistic Paradigm 7 at Gmail. And their IG is at Holistic Paradigm. And also her IG is marie.caramel. If you want to see those beautiful pictures she has up there. And for her art, she has, and graphics, you can hit her up at art.caramel at Instagram also. So is that correct already, darling? That's correct?
Yes.
And
Yes.
all right. And then Mama, what's up, Mama L, Marie L? She is an entrepreneur, holistic health advocate, herbalist, doula, womb practitioner, and root worker gardener, and Reiki, and provides Reiki services. So you can contact her via her IG at Marie L. Divine, or that's DVIN Divine, right? And of course, Holistic Paradigm. Once again, give them a round of applause for being here. Ladies. Oh, this is such a wonderful thing that you're doing, as much as, especially for mother and daughter. And of course, the daughter, she has a daughter also, and mama has her mama still there. So you got like 4 generations of this thing going on. So
Yes.
let's deal with the elder first. Mama, you ready? You ready to
Yes.
talk to me? All right. Just want to make sure you're ready to talk to me now.
Yeah.
So, because I met your daughter a year ago, I think I met her somewhere in Georgia. So I'm happy to have reconnected with her at Delaware. Y'all was at the Delaware Fair with she did a great massage on my back. We did a little barter exchange. We had a little good time. I hope she's enjoying my book, but it is what it is. And y'all had products. Now, Mom, when did you come here? Now, where are you from? Tell everybody where you're from. Tell everybody.
Haiti, the one and only
Haiti,
IT.
Española, all of that. The great.
Yes.
Hey, y'all know the Revolution family. They were the ones that set it off. If y'all don't know who IT, you better go study or go watch that documentary on 1804 and break that and watch it. Check it out by Tariq Nasheed. They did a great job and they brought some very good Haitian scholars on there also. So now, how long? When did you come to America, my dear?
In 1989.
1989?
1989. Yes.
Wow. Now, did you move to? Are you in New York or are you in Delaware? Where you were first?
I was in New York.
Wow.
And I've been in New York for a long time, and I moved to Delaware in the end of 1919.
Right.
Right before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic, right. And which school did you go to in Brooklyn, in New York?
No, I was done.
Oh, you was done school. Oh, you
I was done in Haiti. I was done in Haiti, but when I came here, I went to get some certificate with. I have a daycare, so I would have to get some learning there.
Of course.
And I closed the daycare by the time I moved here.
You closed the daycare? You had a daycare?
Yes, I closed it in 2019 in New York. It was the regulation was overwhelmed for me.
Of course,
Thing you have to tell the parents to go get.
Yes.
So it was. There was a combination that make me stop.
A lot of people, don't realize, because, even my grandparents and my grandmother, she came from Jamaica with her midwifery. She came with her nursing, and then they had to retest for a lot of things and reorganize themselves because they didn't recognize the educational system out of those so-called third world country when it's really the first world. They better understand who we are. We're the first world, But what now? Before I continue with you, Mom, let's introduce your daughter now. Marie Carmel, how are you, my dear?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to be here right now.
You're fantastic. And I when you greeted me, at Delaware, it was it's such a pleasure that you said we knew each other or we met each other. But I knew I recognized you, and I knew I recognized you from Georgia. So now. Yes. From what you've gained from now, a lot of the stuff that you and your mom are doing together, was this something that y'all planned, or this is something that was always been in the spirit, your spirit, because of your mother? How did this work for you coming into this type of work?
What's interesting was when I was living in New York, born and raised, and just moved to Delaware, I would say maybe 3 to 4 years ago.
Right.
When I moved here was when I break the way. I used to be Catholic.
Okay, me too.
Little thing right there. And when I moved here, I would say once I started my locks, I started my spiritual journey. And it was a lady who started my locks who referred me to, she's like my mentor. Her name is Sienna, and her business is Demir Life.
Okay, hey Sienna.
She's the one that kind of opened my eyes or avenues to a lot of things that I didn't know in the spiritual world. And I just started also getting interested in like herbal medicine, like massage, like just modalities. Like it was just rapid, like how much like I was getting deep into it. It wasn't until later I found out that, my families were into it, because when you're Catholic, you kind of stray away from those things. When you're born into it, those are things you don't really speak about,
Right.
So for me to get interested in, and then I went to her and I started telling her about my interest. That's when I started, digging into our family, like, okay, our family used to do this too. Oh, my great grandmother did this. So we started getting deeper into, what our family in Haiti were doing. So I started getting into the alignment or into the path of what they were doing, And then once I came over here, I just started continuing with education and just started learning. I just started getting deep into it. And she also too, she started getting, we strayed away from the Catholicism and more into just spiritualistic and holistic.
Right.
And, she has extra background in it from Haiti, you know.
Right.
I'm learning more from her and from, you know, the American like, I don't want to say standard, but the more point of view from here. She's more in the Caribbean lifestyle version of like the holistic modalities.
Right. No, and that's good that at least you're picking up, but it helps to blend and get you on an international stance with both of them.
Right.
Because you know she still, of course, apparently still have her Haitian Creole language very strong. I know she'll probably get into it when she with her family and all of that, you know. And I had a girlfriend in Canada who was from Haiti. Oh my goodness, when I sit around her parents and her, like, what the heck is going on? And you know, when I was a child, I felt I understood them. And every time, because somebody used to talk to me as a child in the name, and I would say, yeah, and they would say, and then they'll start talking. I'm like, and although my family is Jamaican and Cuban, I was like, I picked up on it because I know, although the French invaded Haiti, there was still the African strength and the African language that connected us through the Creole and patois and all that kind of stuff, because we spoke patois, which is a mixture of English and African languages. So, you know, I knew they were that. So as a child, I used to pick up on their language. I used to pick it up and I just respond, but I didn't know what they, you know, I couldn't speak it back. So, but that's so powerful that you was raised, and you know, and you're a young lady, of course. You know, you're born in 92, I think, right? Around that age. Yeah, 92. I think I got kicked out of high school at that time. But no, I actually got kicked out of high school in 80s. But no, 92, I was in the reggae. I was in the reggae world back then. I was doing matter of fact, I was working with Haitian artists. Like I was telling your mother, I was working with a lot of Haitian artists as I was getting into that and dealing with a lot of that. But you know, taking that holistic journey that you decided to do, following in the path of what your mother was already doing and finding out, you could see that was a natural pattern for you to step right in. You could see that, you know, and I want to tap in because this is generational healing, and this generational healing work can lead to the wealth. Although you wasn't into the capitalism, money is spiritual, and people got to recognize that immediately. It's a spiritual energy, just like the physical body has a spirit. So when you discovered that your grandparents and your great grand was also into it, what was something that what clicked in you immediately that said, you know what, it's time to create the business and stop playing?
Ooh, so right away, I didn't do business just yet. You know, I'm someone who has to learn first. You know, I have to. I'm not even confident if I'm not learning first. You know, so I didn't jump straight into business right away. I learned. I've worked in a few different locations. You know, got the gist of understanding. You know, the mechanism, what, you know, how the operation works, and you know, before even, you know, finally deciding to have our own business. And just working for people, even like doing like services for free, for example, allow me to connect with people and understanding and just networking in general. It wasn't until I would say during slightly before COVID that we started, you know, saying, hey, you know, let's you know, do something together, you know, because again, we have different modalities, but we have the same commonality of like holistic, you know, approaches. So that's when we started, you know, brainstorming, coming up with like a plan on like how we can actually provide these services for people. In New York, it's slightly different from here in Delaware. In New York, from my experience, there are some vegan options. There are some holistic places you can go to. It wasn't as many before COVID, but there were places that you can reach if you needed to. When I moved here in Delaware, of course, it was a little unfamiliar to me. So I don't know everywhere in Delaware, but at the same time, I didn't see too many options out here. For instance, when I came here, I saw a lot of Wendy's and McDonald's, and that was the first few things I've seen, you know. And there are a few places around, but they're like in the ditch, you know, like it's not like something you could just stumble upon and find. So I was like, you know, here is actually a good place to start. Here in Delaware is a really good place to start, and
get your LLC and all of that, because Delaware is the place.
Why start in New York?
Exactly.
And there is already places in New York when you can start here, where I would say here needs more of that, needs more advocacy for holistic approaches.
Now, Mother Marie, and let's give that a round of applause first. Very good, very good. And my Mother Marie, what made you? What did you become very happy when your daughter decided to go down that same similar road that you've obviously picked up from your great grandmother, your grandmother? How did it feel when you found out your daughter accepted that type of journey?
Overjoyed.
Overjoyed.
I was very happy. Now I can communicate. We can put our hands together, and create more product, put our thing together,
Of
put
course.
packages together. It is very, very, very rewarding.
Very rewarding, right?
Yes.
No, I understand.
Yes.
And then people, you got to remember now, our sister still is strong with her Creole voice, her accent, but we gonna work with this. We're gonna work with it. I like this. I wish I still could get it all in. But I caught on, and I'm very proud that you accepted the journey, young lady, and I'm very proud that Mother kept on with the journey, and I understand that your mother is also there too, right? And she didn't want to get on the camera, right? I know she didn't want. I know she didn't want. That's an old school there. I know old school ain't coming on cameras like that. No, I will stay behind the scene. And but now with you, Mother, I know you are a holistic health advocate and you're a herbalist, but also you're a doula and womb practitioner. Now talk about that, because I know a lot of people don't realize that midwifery and doulas have always been in the Caribbean. Always. So before I go to your daughter, please explain, touch on those doula, being a doula and womb practitioner, please.
Okay. We know nowadays, if you are in difficulty, you have a pregnancy that you're having difficulty. Yes, it is good to go to the hospital to do all that, but really long time ago, we take care of it. The elders in the family take care of everything. That's the natural healing. The herbs help. They know what to get. To help us out. You give birth the natural way. You don't force it.
Exactly.
You force it. You let nature take its course. But nowadays, so I think it was a calling.
Yes.
I remember when I have two sisters, I'm the middle. I remember when my mom was giving birth in her last day to give birth to my younger sister. I remember everything she was doing, all the walking around,
Right, yes,
not
yes.
induce it, the walking around to help the baby to come out. I remember that. And I remember when the baby come out, I wasn't there for that last part, but I said,
right.
A little Jesus here and there's little Jesus on the wall, because we're Catholic.
A Catholic, right, of course. Yes,
I remember that. So all that helped me, it looked like a pulling to be a part of it, to assist somebody bring a life here, to bring their sister here, because we know they may be more powerful than us that's here, because they just came from the realm. So,
exactly.
So that was what got me into
it. Powerful.
To help the feminine.
Powerful.
Need to step up. It's our time.
That's right. It's our time. That's right. Powerful. There it is. Your time. That's right. Now, younger Marie, Marie, you are not just a great massage therapist, because I did get a massage from you, but also I understand that you are an artist, a graphic artist, and of course I see you modeling also, so you might as well call yourself a model too, the way I see you on your IG, but what made you get into the art and the healing and the herb together, and was it something that you knew, that you felt from young, that you enjoyed drawing and creating things with your hands? How did that go about, you taking that journey?
Oh, it started when I was young. As early as I could remember, I used to see magazines that come in the mail. And I would look at the magazines and I would just take a paper and I would just, try to sketch what I see. The biggest thing was trying to mimic what I see when I was a kid. I lived across the street again, in New York, I lived across the street from the park. So through my kitchen window, I can actually see the park. I can see the birds. I can see the pond. So I would just, sketch what I see. And it was a 5th grade teacher of mine's by the name of Miss St. Far, and I still remember her name till this day. She told me, like, wow, you can draw, So I didn't see that yet as, oh, I know how to draw. I just would like to just mimic what I see. And when she told me that, she was like, you need, you should draw, or you should do like work for me on the board, like in math class, I would draw the pie charts. I would always do the charts for her, on the board. And it just started from there. Now I noticed that I do art, So at that point, that's when I started intentionally, looking at objects and starting to draw things. And it just went from there. I just started doing like clothing. Like I used to do like apparel designs, everything by hand. Cause for me, I didn't have like technology at that time. To explore technology, everything was by hand. And until high school, that's when I started doing my pottery, started making pots and, things like that. I was very fortunate to have a high school nearby that actually happened to be an art school too. So when I went to high school, of course, my, abilities enhanced when I took the class,
Right. And people see me scrolling through your art now. They look what I'm doing here. Like this is very interesting. I don't play because I used to draw myself. I was into art.
Oh, nice.
I was actually put into a special art school. But if you don't use it, you lose it. But I really enjoy, and I know people really enjoyed this picture because you was actually creating Dr. Sebi again, and that was nice. That you really brought out an essence through your art because as you see the journey of Dr. Sebi, and I knew him personally, and then watching I just went to another, but as watching your journey as you're going through the Dr. Sebi sketch, and that was nice. And you're doing it on, see, we didn't have that computer stuff. Is that,
I know.
y'all got computer, we did the paper, I don't know.
It's funny that sketch I did was 2 days before Nipsey died.
Oh, get out of here.
So 2 days, if you scroll, or whenever you do scroll onto the Marie.Carmel page and you look at the date as you scroll the way down, you'll see that it was 2 days before Nipsey died that I was drawing this sketch. And something just made me want to draw Dr. Sebi.
Right.
And at that time, Dr. Sebi wasn't talked about too much as he is now. A lot of people knew about Dr. Sebi, but not like a mass majority. It wasn't like on the media, for example, until, in my opinion, Nipsey died. When Nipsey died, a lot of people started finding out about Nipsey because Nipsey talked a lot about Dr. Sebi. That's when the CMOS and everything else started developing again on a more media level. And I remember when I was doing the sketch, people was like, who is he? 2 days later, people was like, oh, that's Dr. Sebi. Yes. So I was able to just see how in just 2 days, how it went from who's that to like, oh, shoot, this is who everybody's talking about.
Right. But, and that's really your generation because remember he was. You remember Lisa Left Eye Lopez did promote him, and so everything has its cycles and the seasons. It came back, and Sebi came back because another artist was talking about him again.
Right. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what. He was definitely known.
He was definitely good. No, but I like
it. For the younger generation, a lot of people didn't know who he is.
They didn't know. Lisa been trans. She had passed on years before and all of that, and a lot of people don't know how many people Dr. Sebi did help. Especially if you go into and read Mr. G's book, you'll find that he is he helped a lot of people, Michael Jackson, all kind of people. Wow. So so he was definitely out there. It's just that sometimes he goes down and sometimes it goes up. It's roller coaster ride of this type of stuff. So, but no, your art definitely has a healing effect. And I see that it has a healing effect. And that's good that you are able to use your art and what you do as far as your massage and your herbalist to connect a lot of the dots, especially the creative dots. Now, Mom, do you draw? Do you get into art? Have you ever been a drawer? Anybody, your grandmother, your mother, anybody was into art like her? Anybody? Come on,
Not
let's.
like
Oh yeah, I'm feeling doing the
not
stick
like
design,
it.
the stick
Nah,
design.
yes, the typical part.
I
Yeah.
would say my dad.
Oh yes, let's talk about him. Go ahead.
Yes, he was an architect. So
Oh, there it is.
he was the one that I remembered a few times he would draw napkins. Like I've never seen art like that, but he would draw from an architectural point, if that makes sense. Like he would draw grids and lines, but he'll draw like a couch using the way like you do a blueprint. Yes. And I just never seen that type of style before, you know. And I was just amazed at how fast he did. I was young and he put numbers to it. So, you know, in my mind, I was just like, you know, I paid attention to that, but he never really expressed that, you know, that side of him to me. So it was just something I've observed.
That architecture and then that engineer mathematics to it. That's what you got. That's yeah. Because my grandfather was also into that too. So that's interesting. You know how to just. My grandfather was so interesting. He wasn't great at math, but he knew dimensions. And he just knew how to put together and then build houses. He built houses throughout Jamaica. He was a contractor. So I was like, so it's good that, and I used to pick up on that and watching him when we was children, and you know, that's what you have to watch. And when I finally interviewed somebody like my grandfather, he said he always wanted to be a teacher. And when he died, let me tell y'all ladies, when he transitioned, they sold the house in Jamaica, but it was sold to a school. So I know his spirit must be in that school because he said, and it's a technical school. It's a technical school. So he was always into the tech. So you never know how this energy translates from one to the other in any. And your father transitioned. Is that correct? He transitioned. Yes. What year was that? What year was that?
2010.
2010. And was it done? Was it in America or was it in Haiti?
It was in New York.
It was in New York. Okay. So so he was doing great things as far as architect and all that kind of stuff, huh? Yeah. Do you know any buildings that he was connected to? Do y'all remember?
No. He did a lot. He used to be a teacher at Columbia University.
Oh, get out of here.
Yes. He was a French professor.
When was his birthday?
Forgive me. November 4th, 19. Is it?
1957.
1957. Oh, he born the same day as Puff Daddy. Okay, P. Diddy. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. That's a 94. Fort deals with structure and building, so that's interesting that he's into that. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. Okay. We getting the math together. We getting the mathematics together. I like this. Now, and what is it now, Mother Marie? What is it most that you remember about your husband?
Oh, he was.
I know. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, if you don't want to talk about it, but I just what's some of the great things that you remember most about your husband?
A great thing. He has a good heart. You know, he helped people. He has a good heart. He was helping me with he's supposed to do more, guiding me to our culture, to our ancestral culture, our roots. Okay. That the voodoo, the spirituality. Yes. That was his purpose in my life.
He's definitely an old soul.
Yeah, all guidance that I have is to a dream. That's how I know that was his purpose in my life.
Wow.
Wow. That's what it was in my life.
Wow. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He did his job, but he can do better. You know.
Right.
And you know, when the time come, you know, for whatever reason, you know.
That's no. I feel he's going to come back through. Probably Maria or the daughter, one of them. He's going to come back through. If he hasn't already come back through already, they'll be surprised. Somebody's building around you.
Yes.
Those that are just tuning in, we have Marie, Carmel, and Marie L, the mom. Marie Carmel is the daughter, and Marie L is the mother. And of course, this is their website. This is their beautiful website, holisticparadigm.com. This is the link tree. This is Marie L's link tree at mariel.divine /. Make sure you support all of the products that they got out there and what they do, and give them love. And you know, now getting back to generational healing, some of the things that, you know, a lot of mothers and daughters and sons and fathers go through is the disconnection. And, you know, there's sometimes we talk about this generational gap and all that kind of stuff. You know, the old people are not listening to the young people. How did this actually started meshing? At what time did your daughter get it? Because she's still a young lady, and they want to do what they want to do, and they feel they got it. They got it all. I know everything. When did it start to mesh that y'all was supposed to make this happen? And when did you and your daughter come to that agreement?
Okay, I think our closeness happened after the pass of my husband.
Yes,
you know, that's the time the connection started.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
We can say in life, whenever there is a family, we need to learn how to give the kids undivided attention at the same time. A partner need that too. So you need to have communication, not to let the kids not down, but to include them in everything. But with my background, the adult, whatever you say goes, if you do what I say, stuff like that, it doesn't work. Even if the kids obey, but in their mind, in their heart, they having some fight with that. It looks like we don't include them,
Right.
Yes, that after his passing, so we getting closer,
That's good. Right.
And the deeper he experiencing things in his life, so he come to me. So the bond is strong, and yes, there is disagreement, all that happened everywhere in life. But when it happened, you need to see when you are fault and apologize.
There it is.
There is no such thing that I'm older than you and I'm not bending to apologize. No, it doesn't come like that. If you are fault, you have to make it right. And vice versa.
Yes.
So every time you do something like that, you become
more tighter and bonded,
closer to each other. So whenever you have an issue, you will come to me.
That's right.
If I have an issue, I come to you.
That's right. Now, I know. I see something. You all right, Marie? Carmel, I didn't mean. Now, I want you to do it from. I want you to speak on it from your perspective, because y'all still have your own perspective. Now, how did that start to mesh when you realized that this was time to connect? I know it was due to the father, but carry on from there, because she gave her perspective, and I want you to carry on from there, please.
It started when my father passed, because, and it's touchy.
I know. Let it
I
out.
would say once my father passed and I was in high school, it was a week before prom. It was a week before graduation. It was a week before all the events that were supposed to happen.
Wow.
And it was very hard for me to pull through. I actually didn't even want to go to graduation. I didn't want to go to prom.
Wow.
And it was my mom and my teachers and everyone else that kind of like pushed me to, go ahead. You spent X amount of years in school, just carry on. And it was from there that I needed that support, and that's when like my mom was like by my side. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. It's all right. Don't relax. Go ahead. I understand. Believe me, I understand.
No, I mean,
it's all right. It's all right to release it. It's all right. No, that means his spirit is right around y'all right now. Just saying, it's all right, because he's happy that you still went through with it. Still did your thing, because he would want you to do it. Stop playing. He number 4. He wanted you to do that. So stay focused.
He's very structured.
I know.
Sure. Very school oriented. He did not believe in like sports and art. He was okay with me doing art, but he wasn't into like you go to school to learn. You didn't go to school to go dance, or you didn't go to school to do these kind of things. He's very old school,
Yeah. And it helps. It helped a lot of us. That's we just got to refine it for the next generation sometimes. You say what we say and just let it go. Say, okay, because most of my children, they always come back and say, Dad, you was right.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you was right. I mean, it's all right. So it's all right. And that. No, I'm glad you was able to express that. And may he continue to travel with the ancestors, that great brother there, because I know sometimes, you know, I've lost many people in my family before, and I know those that really touched you, just like your own teacher that you used to love. Those are some people that really touch, especially your own father or your mother, my grandmother, and all them. They definitely. But I'm proud of that. Your journeys are continuing together, because in the importance of that connection needed the healing. That's what made the generational healing work possible. And now y'all can come together and build the wealth for the legacy to come, because that's your child, your baby girl is also a legacy leaver. And you told me her birthday, so I already know that is a leader. And if y'all pour into her the wisdom of that healing work, and then the wisdom of building wealth, what she's gonna do, taking y'all to the next level, is gonna be a whole nother thing. So get ready for that. I'm just gonna let you know, because this so-called ball or flat earth ain't stopping yet. So whatever people are calling it, if they call it flat or they call it round, it ain't stopping. We've been here many times before. So I ain't afraid of this madness that they tell that. I don't get caught up in that madness. So I'm just proud of your journeys, lady, and what y'all have done over the time. And I just want to say, you know, from mom's point of view first, and then daughters, I want mom to talk to the elder generation on how to keep that connection again, how important it is. Because sometimes, you know, I had my own disagreements with my father and mother because of their lack of, you know, that feeling that I was loved from them and all kind of craziness, until I had to ask my aunt. And that's why aunties and uncles, from a holistic perspective, from a positive perspective, very important to sometimes reconnect children to their parents, because they know some of the ins and outs that your parents will never tell you. So from your perspective, mom, tell the elders out there what they need to, or suggest to them what they need to do to keep that connection with their daughters or their sons. All right, please. I know it don't have to be long. You just keep it simple.
No. Yes, it is important. We're not living in the past. There is more information is out there right now. The new generation of the future, we're growing, we're living, we're not in the same mindset, my language. We're not there. We've been conditioned with religion, so we forget our culture. And that's where our culture was unison.
Yes.
You know, sharing. You don't need to be a member of a family to receive wisdom from a family. We lose all that. Now is the kind of a fighting, but now with the age that we're here, we start going back. We start going back to our culture. We start going back to the way of living. Is compassion. Is love, is helping each other, is humble. See where the mistake is and fix it. Whether it was an elder, whatever the age you are, if you are at fault, you are at fault.
Right.
Even if it's that you're 5 years old, you do something wrong or you say something wrong, you realize it. Apologize. You're sorry that you did it. You was in a mental situation. You know, all this help the bond with the family. We don't need to be in the hang. One family is over there, one is over there. We need to come together. We need to come together. So we can be an example to the youngest one. You know, so with that is the healing, is the trauma that passing down. So be humble to become a child, you know. To ask for not forgiveness, to say that you was wrong, all those, that's a part of healing.
That's right. That's right.
That's it. That's the healing.
No problem. No, that was good. Let's give that a round of applause. Let's give that a round. You did a good job, Mom. Hey, somebody who was nervous to come on, you did a great job. Got you. What I told you, just do what you do, and that's what I said to you. Just do what you do. Find your flow. That's all you can do. Speak what you know. Now, from the daughter's point of view, from the younger generation, I want you to express to the young people how important it is to learn to understand their times, learn to understand some of the elders, because some of them been through some very traumatic stuff back in the day. Some of them are just coming out of slavery or colonialism, and we never experienced that as young people. So talk to the young people on how important it is to connect with your elders, even if they can't talk it out. Ask around, ask their cousins, ask their auntie. Go, please. You go ahead and talk about it. Talk straight to the people your age and younger if you have to. Please go ahead.
Yes. The first thing is understanding. If you don't understand, or if you don't have understanding within yourself, it's going to be very hard to understand what you see in front of you. It's when you understand, the elder's mindset, and you know what they've gone through, you have empathy for that person, then you can work around that. Some people, you cannot change who they are. And we're talking about generations, because this is really thick what we're dealing with. We're talking about generations worth of a certain pattern or behavior. You have to kind of know who you are, but work around that. And when I say know who you are, is so that you don't conform to their standard.
Right.
Because you have to be that example, but you're also conforming yourself because you're working with that person. So a lot of times we have family members who are in a certain mindset or stuck in a certain mindset that you cannot change. But we know that at the end of the day, it is family, know, and you have to be that example, but you don't have to cut ties with your family.
Right.
But you being that example is already going to help the younger generation and for those to come afterwards, and just you being an understanding, you can teach the generation after you, what are they seeing and translating it to them. So they're more examples than anything that you don't have to change. You're just showing to them, this is where they were and this is how it is now.
Right.
I think there's a reason why there's hierarchies in families, why there is a grandparent, a parent, and a child, because they have to see where they're coming from.
That's
to
right.
Understand themselves, to understand any patterns of behavior that's lingering, any feeling that they've got from families, but they don't know where that comes from.
Wow. Give that a round of applause, girl. My grandfather, who passed on at the age of 103, he used to say to us, the head was here before the gray hair, talking about his wisdom over the years. But he was still willing to listen. And he was hardcore when he was younger to his three daughters, because he raised them by himself. Because my grandmother had them and just dropped them off. Back in the day, she was just that woman, she wanted to be free and do her thing. And I understood that. But he also had to use his 4 to 5 sisters to help raise his daughters, because he was a man who didn't understand raising daughters.
Right.
So he had to connect with the aunts and my mother. And boy, they was hardcore too.
Right.
But some of that hardcoreness has passed down through them, through me, through through generation. But you got to, like I said, you got to learn to refine a lot of that stuff and distribute it, and learn to pay attention to the rhythm of the times.
Right.
That's very important. I had to learn to pay attention, because they wasn't, some Caribbean family, and you may know this, Mother Marie, that some of them wasn't even used to saying "I love you."
No,
not used to saying "I love you." They showed you they loved you. They didn't say "I love you." Wait, you have food on your table. You're living in a house. I love you. That's the thing. But I had to learn to say "I love you" to my children, because I wasn't used to hearing "I love you."
Yes,
So
you never heard that.
Yeah. So you understand?
No talk, no debate, no they talk about anything.
No sex, no sex talk, none of that.
No, nothing. It looked like we born with a knowing.
Exactly. My mother and father actually had a conversation with me and my sister, and she said we was basically, both of them said we was basically hands-on. We didn't know nothing. Sex, all of that. We couldn't even teach you sex education. So we had to learn. They had to learn all this, because their parents kept them on. I mean, you couldn't even whistle.
No.
In the household. You try whistling, they get your face backed off. And our family used to get beaten by canes. The teachers was able to beat us.
The teacher beat me, but not my parents.
And not your parents. I mean, they believe in this village thing. So teacher, neighbors, everybody can put their hand on you.
You do something wrong outside, The elder outside will beat you up and bring you home, get another beating from your pain.
Exactly. So, and yeah, we all went through it. I'm 55, so I know I went through it and watching all that stuff going on. But before we leave, I want to make sure I show the people your website, the Holistic Paradigm. I want to show people. Hold on one second. Let me share that again. We are here with the great ones, Marie L, the mom, and Marie Carmel, the daughter. This is all their information. Make sure you hit them up. Make sure you show them some love on Linktree also. And I'm going to share the website. It's a beautiful website. Let's make it happen. Hold on. Let me make this website, share this, and show them that y'all got a beautiful website here. Y'all doing what y'all got to do. There it is. Oh, there it is. And let me read certain things they say. They mission. Services, mission. Owner, traveling massage therapist, herbalist, and Reiki practitioner. My mission is to help aid in the process of healing. My goals is to leave your session feeling rejuvenated. And my goal is to leave your session feeling rejuvenated and recharged. Knowledge, my passion comes from an appreciation from the body's natural ability to heal itself and with the aid of the holistic modalities. Not familiar with the different types of massage? No problem. You'll find out what works for you. You got the email, and of course, their location is in Delaware, but she's a traveling one, so they do tri-state, PA, MD, New Jersey. They ain't coming to Georgia that quickly, but it is what it is. Now, do you do consultations also, ladies?
Yes.
Yeah, I do count. I see the massage already. Swedish. Oh, you do Swedish, right? All right. Mm-hmm. I did shiatsu. You do shiatsu too? Mm-hmm. You do shiatsu? Okay, great. Intuitive. Oh, you do intuitive massage. Yes. We was talking about that briefly in Delaware, about using your intuition to tap in even more, because man, you took care of my lower back, girl. Woohoo! Praise the Lord. But anything else you'd like to say before we finish there? Anything y'all like to say? Any closing words?
Well, we just want to make sure that everybody is just doing what they feel that is passionate to them, listen to that inner guidance, because that's what we're trying to do too. We're not professionals with that when it comes to listening to our inner guidance. We're learning that, because we were not taught to do that from youth. So this is something that we're starting to do, and with the support of family and even friends and people outside, you're starting to trust your inner guidance more. So, just for everyone else too, to just trust their inner self and knowing, to listen to themselves, because that's what's going to help you in life.
How about you, Mother? What would be your closing words, please?
Okay, life is a journey. We need to take it as is, enjoy it while trying to do right. Yes, listening to your inner wisdom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Sometimes it's there on your face, but you don't do it, you don't follow it. But after, you will say, "Why didn't I do that?" It's just a journey. You just have to take it one day at a time. Stay positive. Do the right thing.
Well, I want to thank both of you for jumping on and coming on. First time ever on my show, so I'm proud of both of your works together. And let me say something, family. Both of them are connected to the number 7, which was very ironic to me. Again, one is the 16, one is the 7, and that is so interesting to see that connection and that continual spiritual connection, because 7 is a number of spirituality and metaphysics and all that kind of stuff and research. So I see when you said you need to research things, I totally understood. And I see your mother's all about that also. And so it's a powerful thing, because I grew up in a time when in the 80s, when Caribbeans wasn't respected that much. We was attacked and called all kinds of things. And I went to Erasmus Hall, and I know what I was going through in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And the Caribbean booty scratchers and the African booty scratchers, and bought people, and they put us all on a boat. You know what I'm saying? And so they used to dog us out. So I commend your journey, Marie L. I commend your continual journey also with your daughter, Marie Carmel. And of course, big up to your mother that's there. I know she didn't want to, and a big up to your daughter that's also there. and your granddaughter, her daughter, that's there, and give enough love and respect. And I want to thank both of y'all for allowing me to interview two great people from the descendants of African Haitian people. And I respect y'all immensely. Okay, thank you very much for coming on. All right, give a round of applause. Yeah, see y'all later. Right, take care. Peace. All right. Oh, family, that was good. Oh man, I love it. 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 Man, Sakpase to the great Aide Española. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope y'all enjoyed this interview early in the morning. It is now 1 minute before the hour, before the top of the hour. And I just want to remind people I'll be back on tonight. I will be back on tonight with this beautiful sister here, and you gotta tune in also for this sister here, because tonight we're gonna talk about psychic counseling and somewhat clairaudience. I've never had anybody that talked about clairaudience, being able to hear the spirits and hear people talk to them, and she is also the daughter of the late great Dr. Moses Powell. Athenia Powell will be here at 7 p.m. tonight. 7 p.m. tonight. She'll be on tonight. So make sure y'all check your subscribe to the channel or share. We're going to talk about clairaudience, so people like yourself that might be experience clairaudience and all that kind of stuff and dealing with, and Google up what the clairaudience. I'm going to Google it and get more information on it so I can present what I want to say to her. But make sure you tune in tonight and enjoy what we're going to share. And those who want to pray with me before we close this show, Dr. Delbert Player, don't leave, because I got to run these commercials and then we're going to do the prayer. Okay. Don't forget on IG, if you're not a friend of mine on IG, please go to King Simon Productions. That's King.Simon.Productions, and Davina Divine 369. I got to change that and put 369 on it, but she will be on with me on IG speaking about, do we really know what happiness is from a metaphysical perspective and also a spiritual perspective. We're going to talk about that on IG on Thursday, July the 14th. She's a historian and also a tarot advisor. She actually teaches and tutors in history and reading and all that kind of stuff for many years. So now she's going to be on an IG. She's one of the business partners that we do business with, especially in Florida. And sounded like red alert. Don't forget, Akaya Ma'at will be on with us also on 11:11 a.m. Sunday, July the 17th. She is a high frequency living back coach and natural care practitioner. She'll be on with us on King Simon Presents right here on YouTube. And don't forget Maria Antoinette that same night. That's a doubleheader, Sunday, July the 17th at 7 p.m. We got Maria Antoinette. Make sure you hit her up. Many levels of my harp. So if you ever thought about playing the harp, both brothers and sisters, it's an ancient instrument. It has been here for 15,000 years. I didn't say 1,500. 15,000 years. That's one of the oldest instruments in the world, the harp. All right. And don't forget, if you are in Brooklyn, New York on July 24th, Victor Bowman and KT the Arch Degree with Mr. G will be in the building at the Brooklyn Masonic Temple at 317 Claremont Avenue, right across the street from Bishop Loughlin High School. I used to go and run around there and do my exercises around there, so I know Bishop Loughlin very well. I grew up in that neighborhood. Also, big up to Swam Abdul Mutakabir, the one, the only Sijo Mutakabir, and his beautiful wife, Dr. Odette Russell. Train with them. Get them a call. Contact them if you live in the Atlanta area. 36 minutes from Atlanta. Great. They got children classes. They got adult classes. They got women classes. And his wife is awesome with them knives and weapons. She ain't playing with you. She's a doctor with it. I mean, when she strikes you with a knife point, it's a vital point. Put it like that. It's all pressure points. All pressure points she show you how to use. And don't forget, we are coming to New York. We're coming to New York August the 27th, Saturday, August the 27th. Myself, Lloyd Strayhorn, Empress Etoy, and Ellison Nedra with Special guest, Sister Kafunya Ife, opening up with the sound healing. Big up. $44 before August the 18th. Don't miss out. Text me for details. 347-496-1022. And don't forget, I got Ashra Kwesi, Baba Ashra Kwesi coming in. Origin, African history and origin of Maestry with the one, the only Red Pill will be in the building. Out of chaos comes order. Get your early bird tickets right now. Get your tickets right now. You got to text me for those details, but you got to text me and say Ashra Kwesi and Red Pill. Text me if you want those tickets early, because by the time we come in, it's going to be like $45 at the door. So y'all want to get them $25 tickets real quick, all right? And if you're a vendor and you want to be part of the vending, believe me, you're allowed two people to, you and another guest will be allowed to be in there, enjoy the lecture, and also make money as a vendor. I'm only looking for 1 to 2 holistic food vendors. Please contact me if you're willing to do that. It's going to be at Stone Mountain Village at 5380 Studios. You can actually check out their website right here on the page. You'll check out their website and you'll know where they are, and you'll see how beautiful the place is. And don't forget, if you want to go to this big ceremony and tribute to Supreme Grandmaster on November the 5th, make sure you hit them up. Lumumba, Dr. Lumumba Hernandez, man. And we'll be in Florida at Fort Lauderdale, myself, Billy Carson, Ellison Nedra, Dina Divine, and Joshua Sarah. And it might be a virtual, depending on how the vibration of the world is. It might be a virtual, but we're looking to be on Fort Lauderdale Beach. And we're going to be doing a Cosmic 1910 alignment and enhancement number. People keep on asking, why 1910? Don't worry, it's not the year, family. 19 is a frequency in numerology that deals with the sun and shining light on things. It's one of the most successful numbers in numerology, alongside the number 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune energy. So that's why I put 1910. It's about shining the light and gaining that Wheel of Fortune with those numbers frequency. If you know how to use it, you use it well, baby. And you can add it to your flyers, add it to your telephone numbers, all of that stuff, and you'll add that vibration and that frequency to what you're going through in your life in this day and time. All right. Also, if you want a tarot advisor, counselor, advisory, and consultant, contact Dina Divine 369 at gmail.com. Dina Divine 369 at gmail.com. And don't forget, hit up Ellison Nedra at themoderndaysage.com. Another one of our business partners that we do what we do. 800-774-4554. That's 800-774-4554. And just want to remind y'all, if you do book a session with Ellison right now, this is what's happening. 30% off for the past life healing consultation. 30% off. Go to moderndaysage.com. 30% off with the coupon code King Simon 2022. Make sure you hit her up and you tell her that King Simon sent you. This is Teas and Things. Make sure you get those vegan teas and things. Those are statement teas for vegans only. Well, there's much more for vegans. You got much more coming on there. They got vegan, sexy and cool. They got plant-based lifestyle, all of that. Vegan Atlanta, Miami vegan, New York vegan, Atlanta vegan. Make sure you support the vegan movement or the holistic movement. Teasandthings.com. And big up to Lloyd Strayhorn, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Make sure you buy his books, purchase his stuff, take his readings, take his classes, all of that. He's here to help you just like I am. And if you want to take my course online, go to udemy.com. That's udemy.com, and put in numerovation, holistic numerovation. And guess what? You'll get to take that 2-hour introductory course. And if you want the full raw course, the whole 8 hours, all you have to do is text me course to 347-496-1022. And guess what? You'll get the full course, 2 links, 8 hours. Believe me, you won't be disappointed. And get my books at Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. Family, you want to get it. You want to get it. You want to get it. Get my books. All of them is online right now through Amazon. And don't forget, if you want to book a session, text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. I do have a waiting list, but understand the study of numbers or numerology is applied mathematics. Learn how to apply your numbers and they will guide you. Let's close out with the content disclaimer. Views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the speakers, represents the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters or its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. And disclaimer, contact disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under section of 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Yes. All right. Let's get ready for the prayer, family. Let's get ready for the prayer. Are y'all ready? I'm so glad we had this time together with those two beautiful ladies, the double Maries. Want to thank each and every one of you. We're going to pray out. We're going to get ready to pray with Dr. Delbert Blair's prayer that he sent this prayer for the world. Let me turn all this down so we can get the gist of Dr. Blair's prayer. So everybody take a nice morning, comfortable afternoon. It is now 12:09 on the East Coast here. So it's 9 minutes after the hour all over the world. Take a deep breath, family. Let's get ready for Dr. Delbert Blair's prayer. Those are ready for it. You could close your eyes. You can repeat after me, whatever you want to do. But please go to his website, www.themetacenter2.com, themetacenter2.com for his books. Yes, he wrote books, or they transcribed books for him. Faraday Tech, protectors, magnets, diodes, and much more. Dr. Blair was such a great person in our midst. And I miss him dearly, but he still comes to me in my dreams. So big up to Dr. Blair, wherever he is in this realm and in the other realms. Ready? Please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. I'll say it one more time for the people in the back. Please, universal creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth and your love now. Once again, shout out to Dr. Blair. Thank you, Dr. Blair, all the time. Thank you, Dr. Blair, all the time. Family, it's been fun. But I got to run. I'm going to take a step to the rear and get the heck out of here, like Frankie Crocker used to say. Family, have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Beautiful day to get out and enjoy life, enjoy nature. Today is a number 10 day. Today is a Wheel of Fortune day. So find your Wheel of Fortune and start creating that Wheel of Fortune. This is a good day to write your ideals and be willing to work towards making it manifest. All right? Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. And don't forget, tonight, we got our beautiful sister, Athena Powell, psychic counselor, clairaudience, and practitioner, and much more. So, family, have a great day, afternoon, or evening. And in the immortal words of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. And in the immortal words of Dr. Khalid Muhammad, regardless of land, label, or language, there is but one God. One creative force, one unified energy. Stay strong, stay focused, stay at peace, stay positive as much as you can. Peace, shalom, assalamu alaikum, hotep, Islam, Irie to all of you out there. Take care.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovation. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Brooklyn, New York, are you ready? August 27th, King Simon will be there. Etoy Hairston will be there. Allison Nedra will be there. Lloyd Strayhorn will be there with special guests. Sister Cafunia Ife will be there. All happening at Nicholas Brooklyn Mini Workshop. Text now, call now to be there. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numero Veda. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon, the Numero Veda. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.